Hey friends, welcome back to Ask Me Anything. I'm Kyira, and today we're answering a question I know is going to resonate with so many of you, especially those who've spent years feeling like you have to keep it together no matter what. This week's listener, Mark, writes, "For as long as I can remember, I've been obsessed with how people see me, whether they respect me, whether I'm coming across as competent or put together. On the outside, most people would describe me as confident. But inside, I'm constantly worrying that I'm not enough or that I'm going to be exposed. I feel like I've spent my whole life trying to live up to everyone else's expectations, and I'm exhausted. I want to stop caring so much about what other people think, but honestly, I don't even know who I am without that. And as a man in this world, there's this pressure to act like nothing bothers me, so I bury it all and pretend I'm fine. How do I start caring less about how I'm perceived and more about how I see myself?" First off, Mark, thank you for naming this out loud. It takes real courage to admit that behind what looks like confidence is a constant fear of being found out. This is such a powerful example of how shame and anxiety can hide behind the mask of composure and how toxic masculinity trains so many men to pretend they don't feel any of it. So let's dive in. I want to start by saying it makes sense that you feel exhausted. When your worth is tied to how other people see you, you end up living in a constant state of performance, scanning every interaction for clues that you're acceptable or that you're failing. Over time, that erodes your ability to know what you actually think about yourself. Now, you mentioned that you don't even know who you are without all those external points of validation. And I want you to hear this. There's nothing broken or weak about needing approval. That's a human need to feel seen, valued, and safe in the group. The problem isn't that you care what people think. It's that you were never taught how to anchor yourself internally so you wouldn't be at the mercy of everyone else's opinions. One place to start is by gently pulling back from the question, what do they think of me? And replacing it with, what do I think of me right now? At first, it might feel uncomfortable or empty because you haven't been in the habit of checking in with yourself. That's okay. It takes practice to build a relationship with your own perspective when you've been outsourcing your worth for decades. It can also help to name the story that you were handed about what it means to be a man, that you're supposed to be unshakable, stoic, unaffected. The truth is, that story doesn't make you stronger. It cuts you off from your own humanity. Feeling shame, fear, or self-doubt doesn't make you less of a man. It makes you a person. You might try a small daily practice of asking yourself, what am I feeling right now? If I can let go of judgment, what do I want or need in this moment? And what would it look like to honor that, even if no one else approved? Now, the more you practice turning into your own experience, the less you'll need other people to confirm that you're okay. Over time, you'll start to build a sense of self-trust that doesn't require constant reassurance. You also deserve spaces where you don't have to pretend. Whether it's therapy, a men's group, or one trusted friend, having a place to let the mask slip can be life-changing. You don't have to carry this alone, and you don't have to keep performing strength at the expense of your peace. Mark, you're not failing because you care what people think. You're waking up to the cost of living your life for everyone else. And that awareness is the first step towards something so much more honest. So to anyone listening who feels like they can't stop performing, you don't have to earn your worth by being perceived a certain way. You're allowed to be seen as you are, even if it feels scary, overwhelming, and vulnerable. So with that, remind yourself this work takes practice. We don't listen to one episode and start immediately feeling better. It is years of dedicated work and 1% changes. So take that next 1% step this week, and I'll see you again for our next episode.